Europe is being raped, and Brussels is holding her down. Our streets are no longer safe. We are being replaced. And the politicians who swore to defend us, well, they're too busy silencing the people that actually wants to save us. When politicians don't want to hear the voice of their own citizen, they suddenly became experts at enforcing borders. Not just the ones that really matter, though. They can't stop rapists, pedophiles, and criminals from the third world from flooding in, but they'll happily deploy the police to block patriots from delivering signatures on a proposal that they are terrified to face. They do not want democracy. It's not a democracy. They don't keep our streets safe. They don't lock up or deport criminal migrants, but they'll lock up you for speaking the truth about their failed ideology and their failed policy. They will spy on you, read your messages in the name of protecting children, while kids are being stabbed on playgrounds. This is the insane reality of the European Union today. A bureaucratic monster that has declared war on its own native peoples. But the people are rising. The Save Europe Act, launched by Eva Vlaardingerbroek, Martin Sellner, and other fearless patriots across the continent, is the first patriotic European citizen initiative fighting back. And we demand a total moratorium on non-Western immigration, secure borders, mass remigration of those who do not belong in Europe, that be rejected asylum seekers, criminals, and those who refuse to integrate, to assimilate, to adopt our way of life in Europe. You simply cannot come to Europe to change European culture. It will be an end to the demographic replacement that is turning native Europeans into minorities in our own nations. You will be a minority in your nation if you do not do something. If you just lay down and take it from Brussels. Don't do that. And don't let her hold you down. We demand the restoration of our ethnocultural identity, our heritage, and our future. 560,000 people have signed in record time, halfway to the million that we need to force Brussels to listen, as if they want to, but we got to force them. If you haven't signed it, now is the time to go and do so. Pause the video, go sign Save Europe Act. The EU Commission is panicking. They're threatening to block the entire initiative, calling remigration discrimination and racist. Of course they are. To these globalist elites, our mere existence as Europeans who want to preserve our civilization is now a hate crime. They open the floodgates to chaos, and then they criminalize anyone who points out the obvious consequences, while migrant crime skyrockets, while welfare systems collapse under the weight of parallel societies, while our daughters walk the streets in fear. Brussels is lecturing us about values. Well, what values are that? What values? Values that apparently don't include the right of native Europeans to exist, to be safe, to pass on our nation to our children. This isn't compassion. This is homicidal. It is homicidal and suicidal virtue signaling. It is erosion by migration. This is demographic warfare enabled by traitors in suits. If you want to win this war, if you want to give your nation to your children and your children's children, now is the time to act. The Save Europe Act is our weapon. 1 million signatures. A direct mandate attempted to be delivered to Brussels on July 15 and beyond, with or without their permission. They can try to block it all they want. We're not going away. Because they did ban the protest. Of course they did. But we're not backing down. They did not back down on July 15. They were there. All the patriots came in front of the European Parliament attempting to deliver the signatures. Of course, they didn't want the signatures because they don't want to face this initiative. We are not apologizing for wanting our nations back. This is the fight of our civilization for sovereignty, for safety, and for the future of every European child. Sign Save Europe Act. Share this video, tag your friends, join the volunteers, follow Save Europe Act, stand with the patriots of Europe. Do something now. Save your nation. The elites want you silent, scared, and replaced, but we choose defiance. If you don't save Europe now, you will lose Europe forever. Now is the time to act. So, what side are you on? Are you going to be one of those people who counter protest with all sorts of weird flags that has no nations like the rainbow flag and invite migrants to come rape your population? Or are you going to have kids and tell them that you actually fought for your nation and for their future? It's up to you.